Video games are great. They have a long history as well. German-born TV engineer Ralph Baer designed the first video game for TV in 1967. This console eventually became known as the Brown Box and has only 12 games. Baer presents his Brown Box to Magnavox, and they begin production of the first commercial video game console, the Magnavox Odyssey, in 1972. Unfortunately, rumors spread that it only worked for Magnavox TVs, and it loses popularity. Frequently thought of as the original video game, Pong, by Atari, isn't released to sale for homes until 1975. Atari releases the multi-cartridge console in 1977 known as the Atari VCS, or 2600. It becomes a huge hit with games such as Space Invaders, Breakout, Missile Command, and Combat. Mattel releases Intellivision in 1980, and a console war ensues. Unfortunately, unlicensed games and new home systems lead to an industry crash in 1983 through 1984, and many gaming companies go bankrupt. Nintendo releases the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES, in the US in 1985. Retailers are skeptical at first, but strict license policies encourage high-quality game content, and the NES breaks sales records, becoming the best-selling console in video game history. Nintendo releases the Game Boy in 1989, with Tetris making it a big hit, and the first major handheld game console. Nintendo releases the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the SNES, in 1991. With only the Sega Genesis as its leading competitor, the SNES soon becomes the top-selling 16-bit gaming system in the US by the mid-1990s. The Sony PlayStation comes to the scene in 1995, bringing the arrival of the 32-bit era. Using CD-ROM technology, the price of games drops from cartridge-based games. However, memory cards were needed to save games. Nintendo 64, or the N64, is the final cartridge system released in 1996. The N64 competes with the PlayStation with faster load times and games that can be saved on the cartridge. Sony releases the PlayStation 2, or the PS2, in 2000, and is the first 128-bit system. With backwards compatibility, built-in DVD player, and the ability to play over the web, the PS2 marks a rise in console popularity. Microsoft makes its first appearance to the console world with the release of the Xbox in 2001. With vast computer experience, Microsoft was able to give the Xbox greater performance compared to other 128-bit consoles. Who knows what the future holds? Consoles continue to become faster and better, while handhelds become more nimble and develop better and better graphics.